framework for water purchase agreements to work within the framework of PPP. We did several boreholes, several strategic plans to raise funding to the tune of, by the time I was leaving, we had about a total, including the Kenya budget, we had a total of about 80 billion for water. I was able to understand the mandate very fast, and we raised the water coverage from 65%, the national water coverage from 65% to 72% by the time I was leaving within that short period. And then sanitation from 26% to 32%. Now in the Ministry of Lands, where I have then served for those other 10 months, now I believe this was my 10th month, we have various programs that are running, and therefore I would say that in terms of the work that I have been doing, and I'm very thankful to His Excellency the President for returning me back by way of this nomination back to the ministry that I have been for the last 10 months. I find that as a confirmation in one way or the other, or expression of confidence that I did my work for those in the ministry. But in terms of competence as a lawyer, I do not find myself as a stranger. For example, in the State Department for Lands, where obviously there are matters that I had done before. I was exposed to conveyancing, but I was not exposed to some of the challenges that are there, including fraud, including cartels, including bad, and I have the right aptitude to carry out my duty as a minister. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll invite the Deputy Speaker to fire at you the first question.
Okay, Honorable Wahome, I'd like to ask you this, and because it's one of the questions that most lawyers are asking. There's been the ongoing digitization of land transactions and records to curb corruption. There's been the rollout of Ardhi Sasa, which was having a challenge. And I know that also you had the ministry's strategic plan 2023-2027. Could you tell us what you are already doing in regards to these three areas, but also what you would do, and that you feel that there's still challenges going forward if your confirmation of your nomination is made? Thank you.
I thought you said you have some support staff with you.
The question is what we are doing in respect of the Ardhi Sasa, the digitization and digitalization system within the means. And that there are several questions coming towards that particular strategy to deal with the land. One, this particular program is meant to bring efficiency to secure land records and to provide maybe surety that the security of the records will be maintained with integrity. The program started way back in 2014, and where we are, I could safely say that we have been able to cover the entire Nairobi with about, which has about 300,000 titles, and you can be able to access the Ardhi Sasa platform. And therefore, we are at a better place, but I still know that there are a few records working on loading. And of course, with the huge developments that are coming up, we'll still require to have a bigger space in terms of that platform so that we can capture LAD in real time, be able to give records to the public in real time, and accessibility becomes easier and more assured. The story of missing files should be one of our bad history, so that this is a system that we should encourage, embrace as an information management system. We have moved now to Murang'a, to Isiolo, to Mombasa with the same system, and we are already